One transfer looked completely done. The fee had been agreed, the destination was lined up, and Armando Obispo looked destined to swap PSV Eindhoven for League One. But in a dramatic late twist, the entire move has collapsed. And now Rangers have been tipped to swoop in and take full advantage of the situation. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. The 27-year-old defender had been on the verge of completing a £3.4 million move to RC Lens after the French club reached an agreement with PSV. Everything appeared to be progressing as expected before unexpected complications during the final stages of negotiations caused the transfer to fall apart. Instead of heading to France, Obispo has returned to PSV's pre-season training camp in Germany, with his future once again thrown into uncertainty. That sudden twist has now created a potentially golden opportunity for Rangers. According to Dutch outlet Football Transfers, using data provided by analytics platform Sports, Rangers are now viewed as one of the best possible destinations for the experienced centre-back. In fact, their career advice tool has awarded Obispo an impressive club fit score of 84 out of 100, suggesting his style of play would suit the current Rangers squad almost perfectly. It's not difficult to see why. Obispo is a naturally left-footed central defender, something Rangers have been actively searching for during this transfer window. He's comfortable bringing the ball out from the back, aggressive in his defending, dominant in the air, and possesses the composure needed to help build attacks from deep. Those are qualities Derek McInnes has been looking to add as he continues reshaping his defensive options ahead of a campaign that will include both domestic and European football. The analytics also suggest Obispo would initially compete with the likes of John Souttar and Ben Godfrey for a starting place. However, with Souttar's future far from certain and speculation continuing over a possible exit, there's a very realistic pathway for the Dutch defender to establish himself as a long-term starter at Ibrox. Financially, the deal could also make a lot of sense. With Obispo entering the final year of his contract, PSV remain willing to sell, and reports suggest they would still consider offers in the region of £3.4 million despite the failed move to Lens. The defender himself is also believed to be keen on securing regular first-team football after featuring internationally for Curaçao, making a move away from Eindhoven an increasingly attractive option. Of course, there is one important factor Rangers supporters shouldn't ignore. The club are already understood to have agreed a deal with Troyes for highly rated defender Sankoun Diawara, suggesting a left-sided centre-back is already on the way. Whether Rangers would look to pursue Obispo instead, or potentially view him as a more experienced alternative, remains to be seen. But when a proven Eredivisie title winner suddenly becomes available after a transfer unexpectedly collapses, it's exactly the kind of market opportunity clubs have to consider. Last season, Obispo featured 27 times in all competitions for PSV, scoring twice while helping one of the Netherlands' biggest clubs compete both domestically and in Europe. Now, after what looked like a straightforward move fell apart at the final hurdle, Rangers suddenly find themselves being linked with a player who, only days ago, appeared completely out of reach. Could the collapse of one transfer end up opening the door for one of Rangers' most surprising signings of the summer? It's certainly a situation worth keeping a very close eye on. In other news, Rangers appear to have won a major battle in the transfer market, but the war is far from over. Just when it looked as though the Ibrox side had secured one of their key defensive targets, one of Europe's biggest clubs has entered the race in a dramatic late twist. The question now is simple. Will the promise of first-team football at Rangers outweigh the prestige of one of Italy's footballing giants? The latest reports suggest Rangers have agreed a deal with French side Troyes for highly rated centre-back Sankon Diawara, marking a significant breakthrough after weeks of scouting and negotiations. The 20-year-old has been identified as one of the club's priority defensive targets this summer, with the recruitment team eager to bring in a naturally left-footed centre-back, capable of strengthening the backline both now and for the future. But just as everything appeared to be falling into place, AC Milan have reportedly made their move. According to Foot Mercato journalist Santi Auna, the Serie A giants are attempting a late hijack in an effort to snatch Diawara away from Rangers before the deal can be completed. It's a familiar story in modern football. Do the hard work, agree a fee, and suddenly one of Europe's elite comes knocking. Despite Milan's interest, Rangers may still hold the stronger hand. While the Italian club are believed to see Diawara as a player for their under-23 setup, Rangers can offer something far more attractive to an ambitious young defender. Immediate involvement with the first team, the opportunity to compete for trophies, regular senior football, and the chance to play in European competition. For a player looking to accelerate his development, that's a compelling proposition. Diawara has attracted attention across Europe thanks to his commanding physical presence, composure in possession, and naturally left-footed balance, qualities that have become increasingly difficult to find in the modern game. With Rangers making no secret of their desire to recruit a left-sided central defender this summer, it's easy to see why they've pushed so hard to get this deal over the line. There had even been suggestions that complications in negotiations had forced Rangers to explore alternative targets, including Olwetu Makanya. However, by reaching an agreement with Troyes, they've put themselves firmly in pole position. Now, everything comes down to the player's decision. Does Diawara choose the glamour and global reputation of AC Milan, knowing he may initially find himself playing reserve football? Or does he choose Rangers, where a genuine pathway into senior football is waiting for him immediately? It's a decision that could shape the next stage of his career. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.